liminal games is Minecraft. I could say a lot of what I think about liminal spaces about peaceful mode, and it would apply perfectly because peaceful mode is so good at creating this strange but creepy altered reality feeling. The point is, peaceful mode hijacks our brain in a way that makes it so we must fear the pure terror the entire thing is built on. And as long as we play, we can never stop feeling this fear. So why doesn't this terror apply to regular Minecraft? Sure, some of it can be felt in regular Minecraft in the background, but it's not even close to how I feel in peaceful mode. Well, I think it comes down to this. In regular Minecraft, it's really hard to be alone, to truly walk through the world with no distractions. There is no terror in regular Minecraft because every moment of terror is replaced with cheap horror, mostly in the form of mobs. Like I said earlier, in peaceful mode, I had no idea why I was checking my back in caves, and my imagination would go wild with what could be the reason. In regular Minecraft, I checked my back to see if there were any creepers or skeletons. In Woodland Mansions, I would never feel uncomfortable because of the dread of these hallways. I was on edge because I might be killed by a pillager while trying to get the loot I wanted. Every unknown that your mind replaces with something terrifying is just a skeleton, just a zombie, just a blaze. It's a constant distraction that stops you from finding a truly terrifying game. But even when you are equipped with enough to deal with the common mobs and they no longer become an issue, regular Minecraft still isn't as scary because by now you've gotten so used to your surroundings. You've molded the world to your liking, you can literally fly. So early game Minecraft isn't scary because mobs distract you from the dreadful atmosphere, and late game isn't scary even when the mobs are no longer an issue because you've become too familiar with your world. And it's this that stops regular Minecraft from being truly terrifying. I don't hate regular Minecraft. In fact, I'd play it over peaceful mode any day for pure enjoyment's sake. But the fact that this barrier to how dreadful and terrifying Minecraft can be is able to be lifted by simply changing the difficulty setting seems like something that was almost intentional based on how well it works. And I wouldn't be surprised if peaceful mode was created as a way to make Minecraft more scary. It seems too perfect. All of these things that would be scary but make sense in regular Minecraft, but would be horrifying without mobs, like Disc 13, or the well-kept interior of the Woodland Mansions. Who knows if these things were actually the intentions of the developers, but what I do know is that they make peaceful mode scarier than some actual horror games. But of course, we've only talked about the modern version of Minecraft, but I don't just want to look at the current version. I also want to look at the older versions of Minecraft because in a lot of ways they're even scarier than the current version. Thousands of pages of forum posts discuss it. It's been the topic of several videos. It's the version of the game many Minecraft ARGs are set in. The old beta and alpha versions of the game are a breeding ground for the creepy, the eerie, and the downright unsettling. The most widely talked about consideration for why this is the case is the atmosphere of the older versions. The old atmosphere makes me feel so strange. The fog, much closer and thicker than in modern Minecraft. The old terrain generation, creating environments that would seem impossible by today's standards. And those caves. Those winding, dark, narrow caves. Always illuminated by torches that never seem to go far enough. It's no secret that the alpha and beta versions of the game can be terrifying. And just like with regular Minecraft, playing on peaceful mode amplifies this terror. It allows you to truly take in what made the beta version deeply unsettling for so many people. This feeling I had of being watched was enhanced tenfold. The short render distance and thick fog many veteran players had to play with is the definition of terror. It constantly makes you question just what could be outside in the places you can't see. It also helped that I just don't know beta Minecraft as well as the modern version. It felt more like a new experience rather than the same game viewed from a different lens. Everything culminated to make an experience that was much scarier than modern Minecraft's peaceful mode. It also doesn't help that several ARGs, or altered reality games, both old and new, picked alpha and beta versions of the game, likely because it was just generally scarier. The best Minecraft ARGs, in my opinion at least, are the simple ones, the types that tap into why this earlier version was so scary. Herobrine is a good example as a sort of semi-ARG, but I think the best Minecraft ARG by far is one that only has one episode. It's one that is 14 minutes long, was made 14 years ago, and is still the single scariest piece of Minecraft media I have ever seen. And it scares me to my very core on concept alone. This ARG is terrifying. Actually, ARG is a bit of a misnomer, because this video is actually 100% real. It's a video with a 9-word title, 9 words that give me chills. It's called Very Strange House in Minecraft I Did Not Build. There are no entities or any actual scary elements. It's simply a story of a player that stumbled across a base they did not build and exploring it. It's stories like this and Herobrine's that I feel really capture what many beta Minecraft players were thinking. Playing beta itself, I would always feel like I was about to come across something strange. That there's no way this world isn't haunted, there's no way this was normal, there's no way I'm alone. And both The Strange House and Herobrine address that underlying fear of beta Minecraft, even without peaceful mode. But with peaceful mode, it's that much more apparent. Also, just to address something I said earlier, yes, the creator of the original video actually found a house he did not build. It wasn't fake. It was actually part of an old chunk glitch, where very rarely chunks from other worlds would be present in new worlds. But just imagine hearing about Herobrine and stumbling across something like that. And in the old version, it really didn't even need to be a full structure. Any weird terrain generation, like unnatural looking 1x1 holes, contributed to this feeling of intentionality, like something is letting you know it's watching. During the nights in beta, instead of being scared of the mobs, I was genuinely unsettled by the atmosphere, to the point where I weirdly didn't feel safe until my house was fully constructed and had windows. Even though there were no mobs, the caving experience was similarly distressing. Like the modern version, I was constantly looking over my shoulder, but this time it felt like I really wasn't meant to see this. Both because there were no mobs,